Greetings everyone, and Great here for another HPars 4 replay. So on bottom left side as the blue English, we have DivineDFP. On top right side as the pink Delhi Sultanate, we have Strander. Or Strander, I think. Either way, when it comes to map generation, Delhi's will of course have access to the improved berry collection. Additionally, there's also some deer up here. Can't claim a boar, but Islamic. Got deer down here. Bear's a bit far forward, and also nice little berry deposit back here. Energy drink. Right now I just got hit by a little bit of sudden exhaustion, so that's why I got myself an energy drink. Some sheep being collected up over here. But overall, I don't really like the Pink's map aside. Pink's map generation. Seems a little bit forward, a bit more exposed. Blues, let's see, English. Don't need to worry about berry bushes, because English don't even hardly even collect up deer, let alone berry bushes. So this deer deposit is probably not going to be collected on up, and this deer deposit is not going to be collected on up. So this actually could be a possibly worse. Instead, someone gets free research. Getting out professional scouts could be a way to claim all the deer on the map. Additionally, the English players wood deposit spawn all the way down the bottom side of the map, so the English player does have two good wood deposits, but we'll have to venture out on the map for the last one. We now have the Abbey Kings. In the recent patch, the Abbey King now provides a free king that gets queued up automatically for free. First, I think it should just be reworked so it acts like the Khan, and you get the free respawns. Maybe a bit overpowered, but that sounds pretty fun. My apologies. Of course, also have the Tower of Victory, which will improve the attack speed of all milled infantry units built near around it. In comparison, when it comes to the two, his archers will be faster, while the English archers will be longer and hit harder. Or in fact, he does not have the Council Hall. And when it comes to the Tower of Victory, his man-at-arms will hit faster, while the English man-at-arms will be a bit more durable if armored clad. If he goes for the House of Wisdom, then he can get out some additional damage for his man-at-arms, which will make his man-at-arms superior to the English man-at-arms. And going for mass man-at-arms versus mass man-at-arms could be a reasonable strategy, because the English love their man-at-arms. They get fast production, get access to it in Dark Age and Feudal Age, and as well has economy pretty tailored around man-at-arms. There's the free king. Also, that's one thing I want to see. When the king respawns, I want to see long live the king, and the king dies. I want to say, rather than the king has been killed, I want to have it say the king is dead. So when we rebuild it, long live the king. You like how there's some RNG in the maps on the woods? Yeah, it is quite nice. It makes it so that the random map generation means every game's going to be a little bit different. And it's the same way with that with Age of Empires 2 as well. They have random map generation. Though there is a little bit more of a set seed pool with that, but the amount of map generation is you probably won't recognize the same map twice. You may have played the same map twice, exact same, but it's always you will never remember it as the same map, which is good enough as being 100% complete random. The king is not pushed away forward. The king has a 24 lance attack and 16 great sword attack. Building great sword with one hand. Does get a hit there. Unlike, say, other early knights in Royal, and specifically the French Royal Knight, you can't two-shot villagers with the charge attack. The king does eat quite a bit of arrows there. The king does have more health than an early knight and a Royal Knight, but does only have 2-2 armor rather than 3-3. StarCraft is same everything. It's kind of robot plus. Not entirely wrong. I do agree with that sentiment. But people do like consistency, and StarCraft provides consistency to the extreme. After all, there's a lot of different philosophies when it comes to RTS design. Do you want increased randomness or you want decreased randomness? One is a good to have randomness, one is bad to have randomness. For example, a game that maximizes randomness is probably the Company Heroes series, since each time your units fire, it's more or less a percentage chance that will hit. But they fire often enough that it becomes reliably hit or miss. So the engagement is pretty easy to determine once you realize which unit is better at which. But it is still completely RNG. But also in the same fact in Company Heroes, RNG can be not very good is of how slow some units fire, such as anti-tank guns hitting tanks, in which RNG becomes a bit more frustrating at that point. I'm also a Company Heroes 2 modder, so I know quite a bit about that game. In fact, it is also the same engine as this game, of Company Heroes 4, so I actually know this engine quite well, though they did quite a bit of revamping with it, so I can't exactly make a mod because some of the aspects of the mod tools are not accessible. So in Company Heroes 2, I usually say, "Hey, this is how I think something should be." So I release a little mod of showcasing of what I think should be changed. And more back on the point about StarCraft 2 being the lack of RNG. The engine is incredibly stable and also incredibly responsive. So it is more based on person controlling it, because your unit moved forward a little bit. That's generally a user error, and not, let's say, it's the unit sort of being a little bit slow or trying to be partially smart. The control is all up to you. You got the scholar here capture the sacred site. This is one of the few economic benefits that Sultanate has. Not only free research, but also improved gold collection or gold income from sacred sites. It does have a decent number of archers here, and since this king only has 2 range armor, the archers can do decently well versus him. He is going for +1 melee damage first, or no, he went for a ranged armor first, then melee damage. The White Tower is now being pulled out by the English. I wonder how many farms he has. We do have 3 town centers, only 2 rounds of farms. Sacred site now being captured on up. We got some archers out in the field. And the English player aging up relatively quickly, at least more quickly than his opponent, will result in quite a bit of timing. I always like to say that his opponent don't really have timing tax, and in aging up second this far away will result his opponent have a pretty powerful technological lead. He does also have access to a trade post within his borders, so he could hire for some traders if he needs a little bit extra economy. But he does have all sacred sites now captured on up, which does give him quite a bit extra gold. About 375 gold per minute. Also not going to be casing with his military units. And casing this one as well, and this one's already encased. We do got some Vanguard man-at-arms being pulled on out, going for some early man-at-arms research as well. Early man-at-arms have 3 range armors, so they will take some hits. Compound defender now being researched. The nice thing about him aging up, while I said before he doesn't have access to timing attacks, he can at least get out crossbows, castaway crossbows immediately to help engage these man-at-arms. Armor clad now on the way, doesn't have any blacksmith research. The torches here, the archers won't be able to all too much. They're gonna have 5 damage versus 4 armor. Let's go play Ring Around the Rosie around this sacred site there to keep it captured on up. Nope, he's gonna try to run away now. He has now aged up, he needs to get that research going. Village fortress now on the way. Man-at-arms taking some damage. These man-at-arms are backing on off as well. They do now have armor class, so they have 6 range armor. Doesn't have any of the other research going as well, so no veteran research like veteran spearman or veteran archer. They have an oversight, I would say. All sacred sites still captured. Going for some crossbows and some men-at-arms. He may not have exactly the production queues for the said research, but he needs to at least get the blacksmith research going. There's no reason why he didn't even get the other level 1 research going. Could have queued those up, no problem. There we go, more research now on the way. Got some English knights now on the field to ride with the king. The king does get automatic age up stats, +1 armor, +75 health, and looks like +4 damage. But the lance attack only improved by 2. Got some man-at-arms here, as well as some crossbows. The king does have an AoE heal, out of combat AoE heal. He didn't lose any of those knights, so he has his own mobile chivalry. Villagers now trying to wall off the flanks. Wood being cleaned on up. He has 4 encased farms. Spearman push away forward. He's some damage onto the king. King's starting to fall back there. The English player has some crossbows of his own as well. One does go down. Relic being brought on back. Ink has picked up 2 relics and claimed 2 relics, but Blue only has claimed 1, so Elizondo will have 4 relics. Very nice. He is also very low on food. He has a bit of wood for farms. You have the berries there. Not many berries left here either. More walls going on up. Veteran Archer is almost complete, so is the Veteran Spearman. Gotta make sure those crossbows stay alive, however. Got some knights moving around. They may be able to cut off some of these reinforcements. Man-at-arms breaking their way through. Ink is having a bit of trouble getting a military force on the field. Maganel push the way forward. Massive hit there on that force. You may want to get some scholars to heal up this force as quickly as they can. More walls going up over here. Each player has a good amount of villager lead to compare his opponent. He only has 2 counts, his opponent has 3. Wolf still getting some fights over here. Start to touch down some of these barracks. Gotta keep up here. He does have village fortress, so every single keep he builds, it will be accessing another villager queue. Additionally, his keeps are cheaper than town centers now. Great hit there onto those range forces once again. Needs a spring gold or 2 to engage the Mangonel. These forces move around the flanks. All the walls are starting to go on down. King's losing a bit of infrastructure, but this defensive keep would be very useful. Got a spring guard replacement here, which is cheaper. Or wait, no, that symbol is not actually unique. Got double time here. Turns way forward, trying to keep that success secure. He does keep that secret site secure. All of these crossbows will go down. Got a decent number of Mangonel or spring golds. Not spring golds, crossbows, what I'm thinking. You may want to get this and keep firing, getting this Mangonel there with the spring gold replacement. It'll get some damage onto it. Some as in like 10 damage per shot. 11 damage per shot. Does have his own Mangonel upon field, which could be useful to help hitting his opponent's Mangonels. Also 2 spring golds there. Alright, we'll go around for another round of walls. Got a decent hit there as well. He does have all of his blacksmith armor researched right now, and almost thinking last round melee upgrade for blue. Ink does not have all of his blacksmith research. Takes out Mangonel there. 2 spring golds straight forward. Pink has 1 spring gold here. Trebuchet now engaging this keep. And now there's 2 trebuchets deployed out by the English. Okay, I got the king and the knights pushing through a wall. Mangonel rolls a pretty sizable miss there. Does dodge. Pink does dodge that Mangonel shot. Pink's Mangonel does escape, and Pink's force is getting hit by the Mangonel. Berkshire Castle now being floated in the field, in the northern part of the map. Looking to secure that gold deposit. Right there on those crossbows and crossbows. Trebuchet still engaged in the keep. Keep is almost destroyed. 3rd trebuchet now floated on the field. That keep does go down. Mangonel firing. Knight's taking out some of those lone villagers. There was not too many there, but he's going to lose a couple. And Arm's overrunning the Mangonel now. Mill there, getting set ablaze. Knight is on to over here. Got Court Architects. English players across age 4, so you can start getting the elite research going, including closures. Bouncer taking some severe damage. The 3 landmarks that he needs to destroy is this one here, and this one here, so they're all pretty close by each other. Ink is trying to sort of pair it up. Magno is providing some protection there. Man-at-Arms charges the way forward. Elite crossbow and elite man-at-Arms research on the way. Gets a good hit there. One landmark does go down, and Pink backs out of the game now. This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.